Oh my word, why do they make this so convoluted? Okay, one sec. I finally got myself a proper stand, and I also have a little ring light, so that will definitely help quite a bit with stuff. Come on. One sec, I'm just trying to get the live stream up. Let's see how well it's running. Yeah. Yeah, I got this little ring light that's supposed to... It's really nice so far, as far as I can tell. Maybe like that. Come on, YouTube. I know you're struggling. Well, might as well sit down and stuff. Right there. Bring this down just a tad. Yeah. Alright. Okay, there we go. Let's see, I was thinking we can probably listen to some Hollow Knight in the background. So yeah, this is actually a new one. A new sushi roll that I'm working on. The other one is finished, so this is what oops. This is what that one looks like. Oh yeah, I forgot. Gotta get the tree in here too. Sorry for not figuring out the whole landscape mode thing. It was literally the easiest thing ever. Just had to tilt the phone. Oh. Here we are. Okay. So yeah, because I already got all of this done, we're doing the rice again. Woo! And yeah. Actually a little hard to see at this angle. Hello, Disappearing Angel! Welcome! Welcome, welcome! Thanks for stopping by. Oh yeah, come on. I wonder how many people live stream embroidery. I'm sure that's a kind of... doesn't happen very often. Which is sad, because embroidery is really cool. Whenever I embroider, or usually, like my husband is playing a video game, right now we're playing Valheim, so whenever I embroider now, I just think of Valheim. It's a good game. There's something pretty soothing about embroidery, too. And just physical art in general. I mostly focus on digital, and that's primarily what I do. So it's nice, though, to have an actual physical thing that looks good. At least to me. Did I forget to put on my ring? I do this all the time. I don't get out very much, like at all. So I forget to put on my my ring quite a bit. There we are. Bum, bum. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. It was just like here. Let me know if that gets way too distracting. That would be cute if I had like a little mini, okay, this is too bright. It's getting my eyes. Be cute if I made just a miniature background for this sort of thing. Bum, bum, bum. Let me turn up the volume real quick. So, how was your day? How are you doing, disappearing angel? Or have you disappeared? Uh-oh. The string, because... Uh-oh. The string behind got tangled up. There we go. I always accidentally embroider inside just like the extra cloth to the back of it on accident, so I have to keep checking to make sure that it's okay. You're making mashed potatoes with chicken drumsticks? Ooh. I don't think I remember the last time I've had chicken drumsticks. Sounds delicious, though. Is it fried chicken or just baked? Mmm. It sounds delicious. I was actually contemplating putting this sushi design on a black muslin. So I've got black muslin. Let me actually grab the other cloth. So I have two different, well, this one is an actual muslin where it's a kind of a black cotton. I have quite a bit of it, and I haven't done a lot with it yet. And also there's a lot of hair that shows up quite easily on there. But then I also have this cotton. When I, hang on. So I got that cloth, this little black swirly cloth, because I wanted to make, oh my word, everything, get out of the way. Because I wanted to make this little doll right here. It's not the very best, but it's the first time I've really had a hand in making a little doll and stuff. So I have this. I don't know how well that will embroider, because the holes in between are just so small. But yeah. You haven't decided on baked or fried yet? Well, it might be healthier to do baked. It's not as sometimes it's not as tasty though. I normally don't like eating chicken because at least when I have it, it's super dry, and I don't like that. I don't like that too much. But so long as there's a lot of flavor and a bit of moisture still in it, I think it's good. I'm still undecided if I should do these live streams on my Sushisa Studios channel, because I'm trying to make it look as professional as possible, and I'm not sure if these are very professional sort of live streams. Rotisserie chicken. Chicken kind of scares me too, just preparing it. How, I don't know why it's specifically chicken, but there's a whole lot of cleaning up you have to do, you know, don't you dare touch the raw chicken. All that sort of stuff. Why do we eat it? Sorry if it annoys you, I'm humming along with the music. I actually, even though I do it myself, I get annoyed when I hear other people humming or something. It's just like, no, I gotta listen to the original without people kind of ruining it for me. Or when like people sing along to either in a concert or something, they just sing along to the singer and it messes it up because sometimes a lot of the time actually they're off key and I'm not very great at singing, but it's like I came here for the music, not to listen to you. But I get it though. Tunes are very fun to sing along to. The tunes. What type of music do you like? That is a great question. I actually like a lot of soundtracks. Yeah. My favorite artists are Hans Zimmer, John Powell. What is... Just basically soundtracks in general. Little Nightmares, Hollow Knight, as we're listening to right now. I'm not sure what you would call that. Mostly soundtracks. As for songs, I guess I haven't listened to much of their, any of their recent songs or anything, but of Monsters and Men, Mumford & Sons, I just usually like to listen to a handful of different band songs. But I mostly listen to soundtracks. It's just hard, especially if I'm typing something down, listening to songs, because when I'm hear other people saying words, I get confused and start typing out what the words, the lyrics that I hear. So it just kind of messes me up, so. But yeah, what kind of music do you like? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Doo, doo, doo. I guess maybe I like soundtracks too because I used to be in a band. Thankfully not marching band. I was in middle school and high school clarinetist, and so we would practice quite a bit. I really wish that we were able to collaborate with the orchestra, which I know is a big undertaking, but man, music, in a whole orchestra band, just the possibilities of sound that you're able to achieve is so amazing. Quite envious of songwriters and music composers especially for being able to just kind of have an idea of what sound they want for a specific feeling and then be able to replicate that. There's so many different instruments too that come into play. I guess it's sort of like art when you're making a painting and you have your basic idea and then you have all your colors, textures, and all that. And I guess it's the same for music. Oh, for you it can vary from classical to some anime openings? Nice. Normally when I think of anime openings, I'm thinking of, what would you call it, rock? Or something? I could be wrong. I'll get rid of that little fluffy. Oh no! But yeah, just that kind of upbeat sort of music usually. What's some of your favorite animes? I'm always on the lookout for more. Alright, we're starting to get a little bit to the end of this. That's okay. Sorry too if I'm too quiet. I just kind of get focused. Let's get a little focused. I saw this one embroidery. It's for this embroidery science diagram embroidery group, but like this dissected frog chart that somebody did on muslin. It looks really cool. Just glad I'm not the only weird one. But, I'd like to open my own, I guess I would call it an apothecary, but basically a home remedy shop that's in no way trying to replace modern medicine and things like that, but be able to grow my own herbs and have them in little cute glass jars. Oh, hi Sasha, welcome! Little cute glass jars, grow and harvest. But just for basic things and teas and things like that. That's probably way distant future, especially since the statistics for basically the statistics for restaurants or mostly stores in general is that quite a bit don't even last a year, and it's kind of sad. It's quite expensive to start up too, so you're kind of benching on it being a success. Oh, you're sad and angry? Are you alright? Oh, you're making... Oh, hey! Princess Tutu and Spy X Family. Yes! Spy X Family is so good! I only just barely finished the second season, the extra episodes that they did. Alright, it's kind of sticking. I try to save as much of the scrap as possible, as much string as possible, but if you guys know of any use for these teeny tiny strings, I'd love to know, because I feel bad for throwing them out. Alright, now to get this going. find the end of it. Should be coming up soon. There we are. Glad I figured out this trick, or else I would be here for such a long time just trying to pry these strings apart. Of course, it only works up to a certain point. There we are. There we are. Who's your favorite character from Spy X Family? I think my favorite might be, I keep forgetting his name. I just keep thinking him as Scruffy. The, shorter guy with fuzzy hair. I think he's my favorite. I love the humor from that show. It just catches you so off guard. It completely changes the tone of a scene. They do a good job with that. Yeah, is this one? Yeah, it's this one. Oh boy, this is always the toughest part. I know there's a trick where you like roll the string and it somehow gets into the eye of the needle. There we are. It's a tie between Yor and Anya. Yes, they're so good. Alright, now we've got the next one. Oh, I'm not sure if this is true, so don't quote me on this, but isn't there going to be a Spy X Family movie coming out soon? I tried to look up when season 3 is coming out, and it was saying, oh, 2024, oh, but the movie might be coming out. It's like, movie? What movie? If they are making a movie, I hope they do a good job and not just completely ruin it. I think when shows have a movie, it has a very high risk of not living up to the show, you know. Either going too fast with the plot, or too fast with the plot. Yeah. I guess it kind of makes sense because with a movie it has a lot more publicity than a TV show, so they want to have it to where people just starting out can go see the movie and then go watch the show. At the same time, though, if you're making a movie, it should be an homage to the fans, you know? Stick to how the show is, you know? Hello, Outrage! Welcome! Some more sushi. Yes. Some more sushi. Ew. Sushi slushy? Oh, that'd be nasty. But I would try it. Where I live, there's like been tons and tons of boba shops that have just kind of been showing up. And I don't like boba tea. I don't really like it. Especially with the tapioca, the little tapioca ball. It's nasty. It takes a lot to cook, I see, yes. But yeah, it's sushi, which I'm fine with, there being plenty of. And then boba is just popping up everywhere. If it's so popular, you know, there's too many. It oversaturates the market. So you'd have to do lesser prices in order to get more people to come in. Never tried boba tea? I think the drink itself, I haven't had too many. I think the drink itself might be fine, but the little tapioca ball, it's nasty. It's, ugh. I did, however, try falufa, or falufa? Something? It was like a rose falufa, something. But it had chia seeds instead, and that one was delicious. It's a lot more subtle and gentle in the flavor. Falafel? Maybe? I think that might be right. It's at this cool restaurant where it was kind of in the middle of nowhere, and this couple decided, hey, let's open up this fancy restaurant of food from around the world. Whenever I go to restaurants, I love to pick out the food that I'm least familiar with, just to try something new. Unless it's a restaurant where I know what to eat, then I usually get the same thing every time. But I love trying out different foods and seeing what I would like. Expanding the palate. Oh, the fruit balls in boba are good. I haven't tried the fruit one. I'm not sure if I would like that. Are they the same ones in frozen yogurt places where, you know, they've got all the boxes of different toppings, and one of them is this little, almost looks like a plastic bead, colored bead, and you just pop it and it has like a fruit juice inside? Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't like those too much. Too sweet. Numa dalayo. Too sweet. What's our stance on raisins and cookies? I don't like them too much. I guess sometimes if I'm bored of the regular cookie flavor, I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's try my raisins. I think craisins would taste pretty good. Craisins would taste a lot better than just grape raisins. Or dried dates. Ooh, maybe dried dates would be better. There's actually one time where we went to this one sushi restaurant and they had, I think it's called uni? I think it's called uni. Anyway, it's a sea urchin that's been pureed, I believe. But it was like this light purple color and it tasted fishy but sweet. I'm eager to try it again. Especially since, you know, I don't think that's supposed to be their actual color. They're supposed to be like this yellowish orange color instead. There's another buffet that I went to, and they had frog legs, and that was very interesting. Tasted like a combination of chicken and fish. Where on earth would you even get frog legs? This is in Virginia. No, because that's on the coast to Europe. You get them in a can, or where on earth? What kind of a state would it be in? I've had escargot as well. Water chicken, yes. Yeah, they don't have a whole lot of meat on them. I mean, it's mostly bones. The frogs, not snails. But yeah, with the escargot, they spiced it up so much, I could tell it's supposed to taste nasty. They were just trying to dump all these spices on and make it taste better. I didn't like those too much. What other weird things have I eaten? I'm actually allergic to shrimp. I think I've mentioned this before. I'm gonna be the old person at the nursing home that repeats their stories 24/7. Everyone's like, stop! We've heard it before! But I'm allergic to shrimp, and that didn't start until my family and I had moved to Okinawa for a bit, because apparently the drastic change in climate, because we lived in Arizona before we lived in Okinawa, so from a very arid desert environment to a very humid tropical environment, can make you suddenly allergic to things. It's weird. Oh, you had some frog legs? Oh, octopus. Octopus is pretty good. Whoa. I like how salty they are. They've got the very unique texture. How about haggis? No, I have not. I think I found a can of haggis somewhere nearby. I'm curious to try it. Even though I know it's not supposed to be the greatest tasting thing. What weird ones have you guys eaten? 모실 먹고 있습니까? Oh, no, that's not it. Hang on. 모실 먹었습니까? What have you eaten? Not what are you eating? Ooh, there was this one food when we were in Korea. I believe it's dragon's beard, where you mix honey and powdered sugar together, and then you kind of pull them to make really fine strands. I've tried making it here. Actually, no, it's not powdered sugar, it's cornstarch. But I tried making it here, and it did not go very well, and I've used up so much honey, and it's expensive. You eat cat food to make sure it's good for your cat. Hey, to be fair, I actually have tried cat food in wet and dry form, and also dog food. So, you're not alone. The dog food I had was just like one little pellet, and it was like really salty. It's nasty. But canned chicken cat food It actually tastes like just regular canned chicken. What else? I've eaten bugs, chocolate-covered crickets, and, what was it? Mealworms. Mealworms actually tasted okay. Bum, bum, bum. You wish you had a dog? Oh, yeah? What kind of dog would you get? I know it's horrible how they're bred, and just the health problems. I don't think I would ever actually get one, but I think pugs are extremely cute. The problem is with their breeding is that just the skull of their nose is just way too squished in, so they have terrible, terrible respiratory problems. Yeah. But aesthetics aside, I think an animal's health should be above anything. Oh, as a pet, not on my dish. Pomeranians are also cute too. A big fluffy one you don't care about breeds, yeah. Just a doggo in need of help. I've actually had 2 dogs before. One of them, what was her name? Shadow. I think she was a black Labrador. We got her from the shelter in Arizona, and my parents never decided to train her, so she would kind of just bite us, and my brother and I would have this game where we would hide in the playhouse out back and hide from her, because she would go over and, like, nip us and stuff. There was one time where I was hiding, and I needed to go inside. I was done playing. So I looked for an opening where she wasn't looking so I can run inside. And as I was running inside, there was a slab of concrete kind of crumbled and laying there. And I got a good cut on the entire length of my foot. I used to have a scar, but I think it's faded now. And the next one, my dad actually brought home. And she was covered in ticks. We've counted at least 50 ticks on her. And actually got bitten by one of them and had to pull that off, so that was fun. But she was just a stray at heart, once again. Parents didn't really train her. Just kind of kept her out back, which I felt bad for. So she ran away a few times and then never came back. Oh, I guess I should also say what happened to Shadow, too. I think she ran away. Yeah, so we just decided we're not dog people? I don't know. Taking care of the pets always fell, that responsibility always fell on me for some reason, even though my parents were the ones who were getting all these animals and stuff. I did ask for my first cat, Midnight, who has passed on since then, but she lived a good long while. And yeah. Anyways, didn't mean to like dump all that. But yeah, I'm trying not to talk too much about my personal life because I don't know. It's hard to talk. I feel it's hard to talk about people who know you in not so great lights, you know? On a public platform, especially. I've had mice too. I've had 3 mice. Yeah, 3 mice. First one I got. This will always be burned into my memory. I guess I won't go into details in case you're sensitive to But little kids and pets, you know, that sort of deal. First one, her name was Tanny. Yeah. She did not live very long at all. Next one was Spot, and she actually lived maybe a year and a half, but I took very good care of her, because of the first one. And then the last one was Speck. Let's see, we also had hermit crabs for a little bit too. I think they were stolen from the Okinawa beaches, which is probably not legal and not great for, the hermit crabs themselves. Ugh. But we had those guys for a brief while. An aquarium, I had a, what do you mean? Know you as the lion, axolotl, burb, snail, hedgehog lady. You're not in a bad light. No, I mean, like, painting others that I know and know me in a bad light. That's what I meant. I'd like to steer clear from that as much as possible. Let's see. What other? We've had 2 bunnies. I've mentioned them before. Libby and then Bloody Eagle. Again, it was left up to me to take care of them. Everyone else kind of just did their own thing. I didn't know what to do. I was like 16 years old. I didn't know what I was doing. But yeah. Anyway, on to much brighter topics. I have Ginger now, and I feel like I've taken a very good care of her so far. At least to the best of my ability. And yeah, she's a trooper. She's a trooper. She's still quite spry, too. I think she's 10. She's 10, 11 years old now. Anyway, sorry, I was rambling there for a sec. I also want to try not to keep from rambling in case I say something I don't want to say. I still wake up in the middle of the night sometimes just like cringing at something I said. I hate it. Please ramble away. Give you all my secrets. Secrets. Something I think would be really cool, probably just totally way in the future, or not even that, because I don't know if I'd be able to take care of them, but have a giant wall, or just maybe like a tube floor ceiling full of moon jellies and jellyfish. Not secrets, just random stuff. Okay. I always thought that would be cool. Just having a little light show of these little jellyfish. There are fake lamps. I've looked. But they just look way too plasticky. And they're not squishy like jellyfish, you know? They're just plastic and they just kind of bunk into each other. Angelic jellyfish, yes. He's so pretty and squish. And they also do not sting. It'd be cool to have an aquarium one day. I just know that there's so much involved, especially when you get saltwater fish. There's a lot that's involved, so much costly maintenance too. What is his name? Not Serp. Is it? I think it's Serpa Design. I like to watch his videos when he's building terrariums and things like that. There's just so much involved, and for some reason, all of these people assembling these aquariums know the Latin name for plants. I guess it's the most accurate way. It's just it seems like everywhere else they only go by the common name. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, and let's see. What are they called? The rubber ducky isopods? Those are so cute. It'd be fun to maybe raise my own someday. In terms of functionality, probably a worm garden. Just a little compost bin full of worms. Raise my own worms. Probably mealworms. Those are extremely helpful. And chickens. I'm actually unsure if I want to have farm animals, like horses. I just feel like they're so high maintenance. And it's kind of sad seeing some horses in these really enclosed spaces. You know, some people just buy horses just to be like, I have a horse, you know? Of course, I could be completely wrong. But I don't know if I have the energy or the knowledge to take care of such an animal. They kind of scare me a little too. They're just so big, they could squish you. Sheep, not too much. Again, I feel I don't have much knowledge on sheep, other than you don't want to roll them over. For some reason, their guts aren't tied to they aren't anchored to the back of their abdominal cavity. And so if you roll them over, then their guts roll over too. And that can restrict a whole lot of things. That is not good. Maybe not sheep. I was thinking maybe a cow. That'd be cute. A Highland cow. Those are really cute. I don't know how well they are for milk production. There are goats, of course. Those eat anything and everything. I've heard of these farmers that actually rent out their goats to either fire control, not fire control, but fire prevention, where they send them out into the forest and they just eat everything. And they're so much better than hand picking or burning or things like that, because they let's see, they fertilize as they go with all their poop. And then they only pick a certain kinds of weeds. They only can go so high too, so they don't take everything. Chickens are good for beginners? Yeah. You should still research them. Yeah, definitely will. Definitely will. You've raised chickens before? Awesome! What would you say is the biggest challenge to raising them? They need a lot of attention. I've heard that they are very vulnerable to predators. I knew this one family who had chickens, and they had a fence and everything, but foxes and raccoons just kept on breaking in and taking them off. But yeah, I think chickens are great for fertilizer. It's a great fertilizer for gardens, and eggs, of course. Eggs. So sometimes about every 4 years, our church has something called Trek, where it's supposed to be kind of a simulation, just like an experience of what the saints crossing the plains from Illinois, Missouri to Utah, what they kind of experienced and what it felt like and everything. It was pretty cool. our stake was able to get actual wooden carts, and we had to pack everything in this little Home Depot bucket. And, oh, winter is a challenge, yeah. Keeping them nice and warm. Ooh. Do. Yeah, where I live, the winters can be unpredictable as well. Ooh. But, what was I saying? As we were doing Trek, there was this one activity. We would travel around for a couple hours and then set camp, per se. Just have our tents and everything. And one of the counselors brought chickens from his house. And he was gonna teach everyone how to prepare chickens. I was kind of wanting to go to see, just to have the experience and the knowledge. I want to be able to be prepared should a lot of things not be available. But I didn't. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to do it. But afterwards, I did eat some of the chicken that they cooked up, and it was the best chicken I have ever had. It's like, oh, this is fresh chicken. It's delish. And it's like, he didn't bring much spices or anything. Yeah, that's my chicken story. So I'm not sure if I would be willing to raise chickens for poultry, per se. Mostly for all that. If they die of natural causes, that might be a little different. The problem is, I've heard you shouldn't eat animals that die of natural causes because you don't know if it's like poisoning or something else that happened to them. Yeah, basically that. I could be completely wrong too. I mean, I want to be prepared for things, for emergencies and things like that, but even when we went fishing kind of recently, we went to this fish hatchery, and the fish would bite immediately. We were gonna catch some fish to prepare for dinner. And as soon as we caught the fish, we were like, oh, I kind of don't want it. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this to an animal. Someone else had prepared it for us, but it was pretty sobering, seeing how this process is made and things like that. Hello, Punkle. Welcome. I think that's your name, right? How's your day? It's been good. Just been kind of rambling. How about you? Yeah, not too much. Just chilling, getting some art projects done. I've got a couple that I'm working on now, but I don't think they're ready quite yet for a live stream. Trying to decide if it's okay to do a live stream of someone else's commission or project, or when they kind of commission me on Etsy, if that's appropriate to do, or if it like uses up more of their time because I'm paid per hour. Don't want to be seen goofing off, Your day is good? Oh, good. That's awesome. Let's see what direction. Probably like this. Boop. You make sushi now? Yes, I do. I've wanting to make these into earrings. I've got another pair of earrings that I'll be posting on Etsy pretty soon, in the coming months. Yeah, so I'm just getting a few more of these designs. And this one is a Philadelphia roll, even though it's got salmon. I guess it can be salmon. It's usually tuna, though. I don't know how this delicious raw tuna gets turned into this yucky canned white nastiness. So much better when it's raw. You guys like canned tuna? I just feel like it's way too strong of a flavor and just the texture. Ugh, I don't like it too much. When I try to look for healthy recipes and stuff, it says, oh, tuna salad. It's like, oh, no. I don't want to be that healthy. Ooh, mushroom sushi. I haven't heard of that before. Just like maybe shiitake. I don't think I've ever had a mushroom sushi before. I wonder what that would taste like. I'm unsure. Because there can be savory, pretty savory ones. I guess it could work. I just feel like with the mushroom, it has a... I feel like it kind of has a more European... I think of like Europe and things when I taste mushrooms, you know? A mushroom sushi. I kind of like shiitake, the shiitake mushrooms. The problem is that the taste lingers for hours and hours and hours afterwards. It's like you still have the mushroom in your mouth. It's so strong. It's tasty when you first have it, but it just lingers for so long. You're tired of it by the end. Oops. Maybe this one needs to be tied now. Yep. I feel like a teacher having the projector down on my work. Okay, class, let's do this. I miss the projectors, the big bulky projectors, the black ones where there's a light projecting down, of course, camera, but you have those clear sheets, the plastic sheets, and you can use your dry erase marker or something on it. I always like those. Not this whole smartboard business. My high school actually got smartboards near like my senior year of high school. So I wasn't around when they would just pass out iPads. They're getting so much money and they're spending it on technology. There's so many other things to spend that money on. Like teacher pay. I don't think I've ever met my actual high school counselor until very end of senior year, where she's like, okay, what college you want to go to? I can be super helpful. It's like, oh, was I supposed to meet you regularly throughout the school year? That would be kind of cute, just having a round shiitake, just the brown and then the little white X in the center. I'd have to make a mound to really sell that it's a mushroom, you know? I hated pep rallies in high school. They were just so loud, and it's a mandatory meeting to go to. and they were just way too loud, and they took so long, and it was kind of cringy at times too. But yeah, I was just, why do you have a problem with us not going to pep rally and just hanging out in the library or something? I want to do that. I'm not misbehaving. My family wasn't really big into sports, so I don't quite understand the whole excitement and stuff over football games, especially for high school, where that's where most of the budget gets poured into, is football games, football players, things like that. After you're done with sushi, try something else. Oh yeah, I actually have tried making a cat. I don't have it with me. I think I did a ginger one. I have to look around. I have a test one somewhere. I was thinking about doing cat portraits, pet portraits, and things like that. The one thing I realized right off the bat is when I was trying to make a portrait of Nox, is that black is extremely hard to do for embroidery. I thought I had it down, but black is very hard to get details on for embroidery. I could try that though someday though, when I have a bit more experience and confidence. But yeah, I'm always looking out for ideas on what to do for embroidery earrings. There was quite a bit of lull between the gingerbread ones and then these ones, because I wasn't sure what to do. And whatever idea I had has either already been done, or I don't know. I also have not tested the waters to see if this would be a fruitful endeavor. So it's just trying to dip my toes in and see if this is something people would be interested in. Business is not fun. I just want to make stuff. Ah, I love this kind of music, just the tragic pain. I love it. Yeah, after sushi, what do you think I should do next? I was thinking about Christmas trees. There are a few people who have already done kind of Christmas tree embroidery earrings, though. It's actually going faster than last time. Which, I don't know, it means it's being more streamlined, maybe? I'd like to learn one day how to grow and harvest and make fiber out of flax. That'd be cool to learn. And then you get some seeds to eat afterwards. How about candy canes? I have looked. There are candy canes, but possibly not in the design that I was thinking of. So I could try candy canes. I was thinking maybe just a oval hoop. So I'm gonna have to not get circle ones, but try that out. I love peppermint though. Peppermint. The candy canes are so good. Do you ever, as you're eating candy canes, just kind of let it sit in your mouth until, like, there's a hook and then a little pointy bit? It's really sharp. That's what I usually do. Alright, so it's 3:55. I've got about a few minutes left. But this Saturday, hopefully, around the same time, I'll be streaming more Ori. I cannot believe just how big that game is. It's way bigger than I thought it would be. Which is great, because it's a great game. It's put so much love into it, too. Beautiful game. I think after Ori, we might do a bit of Dragon's Dogma, and then after that, we might do Journey. I actually have a Journey Live 2D model that I still need to use. But play that. It's normally about a 2-hour game, so it's very short. But yeah, I'm hoping to do that. See, Dragon's Dogma will probably take a very long time, too. We shall see. I'm not sure if I've discovered everything on the island. There is that one spooky island that I haven't explored yet. I don't know if you should be level 60. I think it was level 60 in order to even attempt going through, because it's that difficult. I think I'm level about 40. So we shall see. The spooky month, yeah. I was thinking about doing, what is it, Inktober, where you draw something every day. I don't think I'll be able to do it again this year. It's just such a big time commitment. Yeah, big time commitment. And if I did do it, I would probably live stream it. I guess I could just do it for an hour, but an hour every day, that's just gonna be way too much. The older I get, the less energy I have. Which is probably typical. The spookiest month of all. You would think I would be more excited and big about October, since there's cosplay and do all that sort of stuff. We never did a whole lot of costuming. It takes a lot of effort, too. I'm just whining and complaining about all this effort. Plus, you get a ton of candy. Candy makes my tummy hurt if I eat too many. I just eat one candy bar and I'm sugared out. Which I'm fine with. It helps keep me making better choices about my food and stuff, but little old but smart. I joke about myself being old, but someone else confirmed it. I don't know how to feel. That's all good, though. I don't think... If I had the choice to go back to being a younger me... One, I would not be making a lot of this... I would not make the same decisions I did back then. If I met my younger self, I would dropkick myself. I was not a very friendly or happy person. Alright, that story shall be for another time. Hopefully I haven't said anything that I regret. But yeah. I think it's time to call this good. This is actually almost done. And I'll be making another one of these. Hopefully 5 pairs. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, thanks for coming, chilling, listening to me ramble and all that stuff. Yeah. And I will see you Saturday, hopefully. Anyway, I hope you'll have the most wonderful day. Bye-bye! Alright, now it's gotta... Oh, I gotta take this off. This is awkward. Okay, bye-bye!